Hey everyone, it's Brett with Investing on the Go. I help everyday people take control of their money through simple, actionable personal finance tutorials. No fluff, no complexity, just what actually works. Each week I share strategies that help you budget smarter, save more, and invest with confidence. So, if you're ready to master your money in 15 minutes or less, hit that subscribe and let's grow together. Today, we're covering the weekday money hack that changes your financial outlook. Real quick, before we jump into this weekday money hack, I just launched a Discord community where we can all talk about personal finance together. It's a judgment-free space where you can ask questions, chat personal finance experiences, and share wins with others in the same journey. Whether you're just starting out or already investing, you're welcome to join. Join us using the link in the pinned comment or also in the description down below. All right. With that said, let's get into the weekday reset. So the problem, the work week money drain. Let's be real for a second. It's Monday morning and your bank account looks fine, but then the work week happens. A coffee here, a tea lunch there, an impulse buy in your break. Before you know it, it's Friday afternoon and you're starting to look at your balance, wondering where it all went. It's that sinking feeling that no matter how hard you work, your money is just evaporating on a dozen small purchases, leaving you treading water on a financial treadmill. We're told that the answer is to budget, so we download the app. Some even pay for those complicated online programs to automate their budget. We track every little penny. But for most of us, that lasts about a week, maybe two, before it gets buried by distractions within our phone, or it becomes so automated that it's out of sight and out of our mind, and the whole thing falls apart. Then you have the whole other side of the coin, the side hustle. The promise of extra cash is tempting, but the reality is just often grueling. You'll end up sacrificing your precious evenings, burning yourself out, and what adds up to just a few extra bucks an hour. It feels less and less like a side hustle and more like a second, lower paying job. You're stuck in the cycle of watching your money disappear while feeling like there's no practical way to get ahead. The aha moment and challenge. What if there was a better way? What if instead of hundreds of tiny little budgeting rules and backbreaking second jobs and side hustles, you could make a huge impact on your finances with just a few hours of focused effort during the week, that focus week? This is what led me to create something called the Weekday Reset. This isn't about depriving yourself and it's not about working yourself to the bone. It's a powerful system designed for maximum impact, focusing on the 9 to 5 when most financial damage occurs. It's built on two pillars, what I call the daily spend and lockdown and the instant income. Think of it as a short, sharp shock to your financial system that gets immediate results and sets you up for success down the road. I believe in it so much that I'm turning it into a public challenge. Last week, my mission was to run the Weekday Reset from start to finish. I'm taking you through every single step from plugging daily spending leaks to generating actual cash. I tracked down every dollar saved and every dollar earned to see what was truly possible in just 5 days. This wasn't just a theory, we were doing this for real. My goal is to prove to you that you don't need another month of grinding it out. You can just have one very smart week and very focused. Now, the two-part hack explained. Part one, the daily spending lockdown. So what is this two-part hack? Let's go ahead and break it down. The power is in its simplicity. We have to stop the daily leaks in our financial ship. We all have them: the morning coffee, the lunch with coworkers, the afternoon snack. They seem small, $5 here, $15 there, but together they drain your account before the weekend even arrives. You ever open up your credit card statement and see how you've already mixed up to $500, $1,000? Well, the goal here is to bring your weekday spending as close to zero as possible. This means that you need to be prepping your meals, bringing lunch, bringing breakfast, having snacks ready, making your coffee at home, your tea. It's about being prepared so you can cut back spending during the work week and only spend precisely on weekend on needed items. As a bonus, we'll do a one-time subscription purge. I'm sure many of you guys out there have subscriptions you're subscribed to that you don't even use, either Prime, Netflix, some craziness out there, right? We all have zombie subscriptions, that trial that ran this course, streaming service you never watch. Go ahead and pull up your guys' statements, find every reoccurring charge and ask, does this bring me real value? If it doesn't, it needs to get cut immediately. Now, part two, the easy income stream, the declutter for dollars. The second part is where we switch from a defense to offense. We're not just saving money, we're making it on our off hours. This income stream is probably sitting in your home right now. It's called clutter. Turn it into cash. The old electronics in the drawer, the clothes you haven't worn in a year, the books just gathering dust on the shelf, If you have kids, a lot of their older clothes, older costumes and such, the Declutter for Dollars method is a rapid fire selling sprint you do on the evenings. The goal isn't to empty your entire house, but to find roughly 10 to 20 profitable items that you can list and sell this week. Think of old gaming consoles, old clothing, power tools, anything around the house, the garage, the closets that it can be decluttered. Using platforms like Facebook Marketplace, you can list an item in minutes after work and line up buyers for the weekend. This is about a quick injection of cash, not starting a full-blown business. Now, really quick, we're halfway through this video, so let's do a quick check-in. What is one item in your house that you could sell this week? Like, just think of one item, looking around maybe your room, think of in your garage. What's something you haven't touched at all within the last year? Go ahead and post it in the comment section down below. I read and respond to every single comment here. So let's go ahead and start a conversation down below. Now, my weekday journey. All right, so it was Monday morning. The coffee and tea is brewed at home. The weekday reset is officially on. First, the daily spending lockdown. I prepped my lunches for the week. I got chicken drumsticks from Costco for 10 bucks. I also made some quinoa on the side. Instead of buying $15 lunch and two $5 coffees, I was set for the week. This alone made a huge change in my savings early on. Monday evening, I tackled the subscription purge. I was only a few days away before being charged for the Coinbase One charge that I accidentally misclicked here. So on my Coinbase, I somehow had opted in for Coinbase One. I was going to get charged $29.99. The invoice was set to go off on October 16th, I guess is when I set it up in accident. And on the 23rd, so as this video is being, released, it was supposed to go through and get charged 30 bucks. So I'm glad I went through here. Notice that I was subscribed to this and went ahead and canceled that. That's a $30 single charge every single month. Over the years, that's $360 I'll be keeping in my pocket. Now, for the fun part about decluttering for dollars. On Tuesday evening, I walked through my house on a mission. In the back of my kids' closet, I found their old Mega Blocks and old Halloween costumes that they use for a single day in the year. In the garage, I found an old balance bike that my daughter had outgrown, and I've got a couple other jackets in great condition that aren't much my style anymore. My wife also wanted to sell some of her shoes, so we snapped some pictures, some, clean, well-lit photos, wrote a really good description and posted them on the Facebook Marketplace. The whole process took less than an hour. By Wednesday evening, my phone buzzed. I got notifications. 3 costumes had been sold. The buyers were ready. Someone was coming to pick them up on Saturday. That was awesome. Thursday morning, I got up to another notification. The balance bike, somebody wanted it, along with the Legos as well. They're going to come pick it up later that day. I got the message about the jackets. A buyer offered $40 for both of them. I went ahead and accepted, and we arranged a quick meetup for the weekend. Now it's Friday afternoon. I've successfully avoided spending on lunches, and I made my tea and coffee every single day of the week. The buyers are all lined up to buy the remaining items on the weekend, and honestly, it didn't feel like I did all that work in 5 days. It just felt very productive. My space feels lighter, everything seems decluttered, and my wallet just got a little bit heavier. Now, for the reveal and the result. Let's go ahead and load all this stuff in there. So the 5-day challenge was over. It's time to tally up the final numbers, and I'm genuinely excited to see the total. Let's go ahead and start with the saving. The subscription purge is saving me $30 a month. Annually, that's a guaranteed $360 I'll be keeping over the next year in my pocket. Then I went ahead and committed to the daily spending lockdown and making my food at home, coffee and tea also at home. I saved an extra $85 per week on average, which I certainly would have spent. That's $340 monthly right there. Now for the income from the actual cash I'll be collecting. The costumes, I went ahead and sold those for $25. The balance bike sold for $15. Legos, another $20, and the jackets added another $40. That's a grand total of $100 in profit generated from a few hours of effort in the evenings and removing clutter we wouldn't otherwise use in our house. So do this process. It really does help declutter, kind of minimize what you have around your house. So let's take a look at the total financial swing. In one work week, this hack generated $100 cash in my pocket, $360 in annual savings, plus an average of $85 of weekly savings, or $4,420 if weekly cutbacks could be maintained. So if I could cut back every single week and not go out to lunch and instead kind of prep my food at home, bring it in, right? My chicken drumsticks, they cost $10 for a bag. Quinoa, it lasts for a while. So that's $20 right there per week that I could, well, not per week, right? The quinoa lasts multiple weeks, but the drumsticks, instead of spending say 85, I spend $10 on my chicks and then maybe a bag of quinoa every month. I would save near $4,000 just from that impact alone. So it's not a small number. That's a flight for a vacation, a huge payment towards debt, or a massive boost to an emergency fund, all from one smart week and just planning going forward. Now, some quick referrals if you guys are interested. If you want to maximize the money you're making from these challenges, here are 3 tools that I personally use to keep my finances organized. SoFi Money, you can get up to $325 bonus just for signing up, and members can earn 3.8% APY on their savings. This is huge. Plus, it has checking and credit card investing all in one place. Speaking of investing, you guys can sign up for SoFi Invest with as little as $10. If you put in $25, there's a $25 bonus, and you can join our $1,000 investment challenge. And then number 3, Policy Genius. This is an independent insurance broker where you can get fast, affordable life, home, or auto insurance tailored to protect your family without breaking the bank. They were able to subscribe me over to, what was the Banner Life Insurance? Super affordable, 1/3 of the cost that I was paying for Ethos for the exact same coverage on my life insurance policy. So check them out, 100% would recommend. Now, if this video gave you guys a practical way to boost your finances this week, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below. Also, hit the thumbs up. It really helps more people discover these simple money strategies and tells YouTube to show more of my videos to the audience. So your next step is to join the Discord community. Link is down in the pinned comment or in the description, and share which challenge you'll be trying. Ask any sort of questions and connect with others on the same journey. I'll be there every single day. Drop a comment down below and let me know which part of the weekday reset are you going to try first, the spending lockdown or the declutter for dollars. I'd love to hear your guys' ideas and thoughts on this. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.